Zurubang, Ultimate Battle Royale of Everything and More. Battle 9, Act 1. The arena opens. Thrumksh! The dome crystallizes into existence with the sound of 1,000 mirrors shattering in reverse, glass reforming from dust, edges singing against each other in crystalline harmony. Below, a biome of breathtaking beauty manifests. Endless salt flats stretch to the horizon, their mirror-perfect surface reflecting the artificial sky above. Gentle hills of pure white salt rise like frozen waves, and where the light hits just right, everything doubles. Sky below, earth above. Zurubang descends from his cosmic throne, golden coat billowing, all four arms spread wide in welcome. His eyes gleam with ancient mischief. Welcome, welcome to the most reflective battlefield we've ever conjured. If you can't face yourself here, you certainly can't face your opponents. Millions of spectators roar from their impossible seats, a sea of faces from every reality, dimension, and timeline, their cheers echoing across the salt flats like thunder trapped in a bell jar. Let us meet our combatants! F tier from the Marble Madness universe, Marble, the spherical survivor, gravity's favorite victim, round and ready. A geometric portal opens at ground level. Out rolls a small glass sphere. It catches the light, stops, rolls 2 inches, stops again. A single fan in a spherical costume screams, "That's my boy!" E tier from the Memento universe, Leonard Shelby, the man who forgets, Polaroid philosopher, tattooed truth seeker. Leonard walks in, understands that he needs to survive this battle royale. He takes out his permanent marker and writes on his inner left arm, "Kill everyone in arena." From the Warhammer universe, Skaven Clanrat, expendable excellence, cheese-seeking coward, the rat who lived briefly. A ratman scrambles into the salty surface, leaving paw prints twitching, rusty sword shaking in its grip.
Where's the swarm? Alone?
It searches for somewhere to hide. There is nowhere.
Bad.
C tier from the Street Fighter universe, Skullomania, the salaryman savior, skull-faced justice, corporate crusader. A spotlight slams down. Heroic music blares. Skullomania backflips through a portal, lands a 3-point stance, rises with fists raised. Evil, prepare to be defeated! B tier from the Ritual universe, MODER, the Jeuton's bastard, forest's nightmare, antler-crowned abomination. Reality doesn't open, it parts. Something unfolds from the wound. Too many limbs. Antlers scraping dimensions. Eyes that remember when humanity was prey. 3 front row spectators faint, 1 converts to its worship on the spot. From the Bloons Tower Defense universe, Super Monkey, the Dart Deity, Banana Baron, Simian Supremacy. Pop, pop, pop. The sound of 1,000 balloons dying heralds its arrival. The monkey descends, eyes glowing with plasma fire, fur crackling with solar potential. It scans the arena. No balloons. Alternative hostiles identified. Acceptable. A tier from the Bleach universe, Rukia Kuchiki, Ice Queen of Soul Society, Sodeno Shirayuki's mistress. The beautiful death. Rukia steps in with the quiet grace of a snowfall. The frozen blossoms shatter. She doesn't look back. And, finally, from the masters of the universe, He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, Eternia's champion, fabulous secret powers. Lightning splits the dome's sky, striking dead center. When the flash clears, he stands in the crater, blond, impossibly muscled, sword raised high. I have the power! The crowd loses its collective mind. Act 2. Perception of the fighters. The marble rolls gently on the salt flat, catching its own reflection below. It has no thoughts. It simply is. Round, present, accepting. Leonard Shelby blinks, looks down at the Polaroid camera hanging from his neck. He reads a tattoo on his forearm. Kill him. Who is him? He mutters, squinting at the bizarre figures surrounding him. The Skaven Clanrat's eyes dart between the combatants, whiskers twitching. Its rusty sword shakes in its grip. That guy who looks clueless and the marble.
Yes, yes, can kill them, but careful.
The rat is snickering. Leonard takes a Polaroid of the suspicious rat and writes down, "Don't trust him." He looks up irritated for a second and adds, "Obviously." Skullomania strikes a heroic pose, fist raised to the mirrored sky, and just stays like this for too long. MODER unfolds itself to its full, terrible height. It does not speak. It radiates. Worship, fear, kneel. Super Monkey's eyes glow with plasma energy. Its gaze lingers on the ice-wielding woman and the muscular blonde. Priority targets identified. Rukia Kuchiki's hand rests on Sodeno Shirayuki's hilt. The salt flats, they are beautiful, cold, perfect for her element. Her violet eyes assess the field with a lieutenant's precision. The blond man radiates power like a barely contained sun. The antlered creature pulses with corrupt Ryatsu. Those two first. He-Man rolls his shoulders, the power sword gleaming at his back. By the elders, a demon thing, a warrior woman with spiritual pressure he can feel, and is that a monkey with laser eyes? "I don't know what forces brought us here," he announces, voice carrying across the flats, "but I will not strike first against those who mean no harm." The marble rolls 3 inches to the left. Farther away, the snap of a Polaroid camera is heard, and some scribbling noises. Act 3. Misunderstood Evil. May the ultimate battle royale begin! What happens next happens fast. MODER moves, not runs, not walks, but unfolds across space toward Leonard Shelby, sensing the weakest mind, the easiest worship. Its presence crashes against Leonard's consciousness like a wave of primordial terror. Leonard screams, stumbles backward. What the hell is... Skullo Crusher! Skullomania rockets into MODER's side with a flying kick born of pure heroic intent. It's like kicking a redwood. His legs go numb. MODER barely acknowledges the impact. One limb swats the skeleton-suited hero 30 feet across the salt, leaving a skidding trail of white. But it bought Leonard a moment. He runs. He doesn't know why. He notices the Clanrat sneaking up a fist-sized marble. What is happening? Maybe he can help. Hey, did you lose that marble? Super Monkey's plasma vision ignites. Twin beams of solar fury lance toward MODER, scorching across its ancient hide. The entity shrieks, a sound from before human language, and its attention snaps to the floating simian. By the power of Grayskull! He-Man's transformation completes mid-leap, the power sword blazing with cosmic energy as he brings it down on MODER's reaching limbs. 3 appendages shiver, spraying ichor that sizzles on the salt. The crowd roars. Rukia flash steps into position, Sode no Shirayuki already drawn. Some no mai. Ice crystallizes along her blade. Tsukishiro! A pillar of frozen light erupts beneath MODER, the temperature dropping to absolute zero in a perfect circle. The entity tries to escape, but between He-Man's blade, Super Monkey's beams, and Rukia's ice, MODER's form shatters. Not dead, dispelled, sent howling back to whatever nightmare spawned it. MODER! Eliminated by Rukia, Kuchiki, He-Man, and Super Monkey. The Jutan's bastard becomes the first star in the arena sky, its antlered silhouette burning cold and distant above. An excellent combination, He-Man nods to Rukia. Your ice magic is, Rukia's eyes narrow. We're not allies. Understood, He-Man raises his sword. Then, may the best warrior plasma beam. Super Monkey doesn't believe in honorable combat. Super Monkey believes in efficiency. Twin beams catch He-Man in the chest, sending Eternia's champion skidding backwards, smoking, but standing. That wasn't necessary, He-Man growls. Super Monkey tilts its head. Meanwhile at ground level, the Skaven Clanrat is chasing the marble.
Yes, yes, kill crush the round thing. Glory to the great horned rat.
It raises its rusty sword with shaking paws and brings it down on... The marble rolls away.
Stay still.
Clang, miss. The sword chips salt.
Hold still, you sphere thing.
Clang, miss. The marble, obeying nothing but gravity and the subtle slope of the flats, rolls lazily toward a salt hill. Leonard Shelby stumbles past the scene, having already forgotten why he was running toward the rat. He glances at his Polaroids and finds the rat picture. Don't trust him, obviously. Yeah, that makes sense. He snaps another photo of the rolling marble. It's blurry, but recognizable. His hand scribbles, helpful. Back at the main event. Rukia and Super Monkey have formed an unspoken temporary alliance against the greatest threat. Her ice slows He-Man's movements. Super Monkey's plasma exploits every gap. But He-Man is the most powerful man in the universe. Enough! He slams the power sword into the ground, and a shockwave of pure Grayskullan energy radiates outward. The salt flat cracks. Super Monkey's targeting systems scramble. The monkey tumbles through the air, fur smoking. Rukia flash steps above, sword inverted. Tsugi no mai hakuren! An avalanche of flash-frozen air screams toward He-Man. He meets it with his sword. The power sword absorbs, deflects, channels the cosmic cold into the ground around him, which freezes solid but leaves him untouched. Impressive. He-Man's eyes hold genuine respect. You fight with honor. I fight to win. She means it. Across the arena, Skullomania staggers upright, ribs definitely cracked, heroic spirit absolutely not cracked. He sees Leonard Shelby wandering dazed nearby. Citizen, are you injured? Leonard looks at him, looks at the tattoo. Trust no one. Who are you? I am Skullomania, champion of justice. Remember my name. Leonard's face goes slack. I won't. Oh, Skullomania's skeleton mask seems to droop. Then I will simply have to protect you anyway.
Die! Die! Die, round thing!
The Skaven Clanrat has chased the marble to the top of the salt hill, sword swinging wildly. The marble, in its infinite objectness, rolls lazily across the summit. The rat lunges. Its back paw lands directly on the sphere. The marble spins. The rat's leg shoots forward. For one perfect moment, the Clanrat is suspended horizontally in midair, a cartoon of disbelief, rusty sword still raised. What? Gravity remembers its job. The rat tumbles, rolls, bounces off the salt hill's edge, and plummets 60 feet straight down. Splat. Crystallized salt doesn't forgive. The marble, unbothered, rolls gently back toward the center of the hilltop, stops, catches the light. Skaven Clanrat, eliminated by marble. A second star joins MODER in the sky, a ratman silhouette, sword raised, forever mid-swing. Super Monkey recalibrates, rising back to the combat altitude. Threat assessment updated. Primary target, He-Man. Secondary target, Ice User. Its form shimmers, accessing deeper power reserves. The Sun Avatar protocol initializes. He-Man feels it. That creature is transforming into something. I know, Rukia is already moving. I'll handle the monkey, and then I'll handle you. She didn't mean it as a joke, but He-Man laughs anyway. The Sun Avatar erupts. Super Monkey transcendent, wreathed in solar flame, a god of balloon destruction turned cosmic warrior. Beams of plasmatic annihilation scream across the arena. Rukia doesn't run, she walks forward. Bankai. The word isn't loud, it doesn't need to be. Haka no Togame. She becomes winter itself, white kimono flowing, temperature dropping to levels that make molecular motions stop. The salt around her doesn't just freeze, it enters a state of perfect crystalline stillness. Super Monkey's plasma meets Rukia's absolute zero. For one perfect moment, fire and ice exist in stalemate. Then Rukia pushes. The cold doesn't just extinguish the plasma, it climbs the beams, racing toward the source. Super Monkey's sun avatar form flickers, struggles, fails. The monkey tries to ascend, to escape, but the freeze has already reached it. A perfect ice sculpture hangs in the air for half a heartbeat, then shatters. Super Monkey, eliminated by Rukia Kuchiki. A third star, a monkey in eternal mid-attack pose, joins the constellation. But Bankai has a cost. Rukia's movements slow, her own body crystallizes at the extremities. The price of absolute zero is absolute. He-Man sees it, understands. You've won your battle, he says, lowering the power sword slightly. But at great cost. Don't. Rukia's breath fogs, freezes, falls as snowflakes. Pity me. She raises Sode no Shirayuki. He raises the power sword. They charge. Leonard Shelby, hidden behind a salt formation with Skullomania, watches the clash of titans through his camera. The flash goes off. He'll never remember this. Skullomania puts a hand on his shoulder. Bear witness, friend. This is glory. Who are you? I told you literally a minute ago. Oh, why is he here? Who's that skeleton man watching the fight with him? He checks his inner left arm. Kill everyone in arena. Right, okay, that's the mission. He scrawls through his Polaroids with trembling hands. Is that a rat person? Don't trust him, obviously. Big blonde muscle guy. Will not strike first against those who mean no harm. Okay. A blurry sphere. Helpful. Helpful how? The marble rolls past his foot. Helpful. This can work. Leonard acts on instinct. He snatches up the sphere, feels its perfect weight in his palm, and swings with everything he has left. The marble connects with the back of Skullomania's skull. A sickening crack, bone and glass shattering together. The hero crumples without a sound, cape settling over him like a funeral shroud. The marble splits into 3 jagged pieces, scattering across the salt. Leonard stares at his empty hand, at the fallen man, at the broken sphere. He takes a photo of the scene, writes on it, handled. Skullomania eliminated by Leonard Shelby. Marble eliminated by Leonard Shelby. 2 stars rise simultaneously, a skeleton-suited champion and a perfect sphere, now cracked, joining the constellation above. Act 4. Endgame. Remaining fighters. He-Man, multiple plasma burns, indomitable spirit, possibly enjoying this. Rukia Kuchiki, Bankai active, body partially crystallizing, running on willpower. Leonard Shelby, confused, terrified, surprisingly still alive. The power swords meet Sode no Shirayuki in a clash that cracks the sky's reflection below. He-Man's raw strength should overpower Rukia, but she's fighting with the Soul Reaper's 1,000 years of combat knowledge encoded in her Zanpakuto. Strike, parry, flash step, counter. Your spirit is remarkable, He-Man grits out. Your strength is absurd, Rukia replies, eyes climbing up her arms. She's slowing. He can see it. The Bankai is killing her even as it empowers her. He-Man makes a choice. He drops his guard. Rukia's blade bites into his shoulder and the cold with it. Frost spreads across his skin. What are you? Ending this. He grabs her sword arm with his free hand. With honor. His grip is unbreakable. And before she can react, the power sword's pommel connects with her temple. Not to kill, but to end. Rukia's eyes flutter. The Bankai dissipates. She falls. Rukia Kuchiki eliminated by He-Man. He catches her before she hits the salt, lays her down gently. A warrior's respect. Another star rises, Rukia and Bankai, eternally beautiful, eternally cold. He-Man turns to face the remaining combatant. Leonard Shelby stands alone, shards of marble at his feet, Skullomania's body crumpled behind him. He doesn't remember doing that. He looks at his hand, blood, glass fragments. Maybe he got attacked? He-Man's eyes move from the fallen hero to the confused man with the camera. His expression shifts. Grief, then understanding, then something harder. You killed him. Not an accusation, an observation. A man who was protecting you. Leonard blinks, checks his Polaroids with trembling hands. Big blonde muscle guy will not strike first against those who mean no harm. Shit. He looks up at He-Man. I have this condition that doesn't absolve you. He-Man draws the power sword. But I take no pleasure in this. Leonard checks his left inner arm. Kill everyone in arena. His right arm, never give up. He raises his fists. Apparently it's only us 2 left here, Leonard says, voice steady despite everything. Perhaps you just look strong, but aren't. He swings. He-Man catches the punch, gently, almost sadly. I am, though. A tap. Unconsciousness. Leonard Shelby eliminated by He-Man. Act 5. Victor. The battle is over! Zurubang descends, all four arms applauding. Eternal champion, winner, He-Man! He-Man walks toward the arena's edge as the stars above shine down, the fallen watching the victor depart. He pauses, looks up at Rukia's constellation. Until we meet again, in better circumstances. The gates open, light pours through. Eternia's champion steps through, and the crowd's roar fades behind him. In the empty arena, Zurubang hovers above the salt flats, golden coat catching the last light. His eyes survey the battlefield, cracked salt, frozen patches, the gentle indent where a marble once rolled. He smiles, and somewhere across infinite realities, a new roster is already forming, because there's always a next battle.